Hello dear viewers. I'm sure you will love the story about the parenting journey of James and Diep's family, right? Let's dive into a story full of love and connection. Can you imagine the pride James and Diep feel when they see their little son, Jack, starting to crawl, bringing joy to the entire family? Can you feel Diep's happiness as she spends time caring for Jack, nursing him, and chatting with him every day, even though Jack doesn't understand yet, but his eyes always follow every word of love from his mother and father? And James, with his endless love, carefully changes Jack's diaper, teaches him to crawl, and enjoys sunny days with him. Do these moments make their family even more connected and happy? This story is a testament to patience, love, and happiness in raising children. Don't forget to follow the channel to explore more heartwarming and inspiring stories about family love. Now, let's dive into today's story. Diep and James' journey of raising their child is filled with love, and every moment in Jack's upbringing is a beautiful memory. Particularly, the moment Jack began crawling was a significant milestone in his development, and it became a source of immense pride for both Diep and James. Each of Jack's first steps wasn't just a developmental milestone for a child, but also a sign of the love, patience, and care that the couple had been pouring into their beloved son. One spring morning, the fresh air and soft sunlight streaming through the window, Jack lay on a soft rug, his little hands pressing against the ground. For the first time, he used both hands to lift himself up, then slowly started moving forward. This simple scene, though ordinary, was an incredibly sacred and unforgettable moment for Diep and James. They sat beside him in silence, unable to speak, yet their eyes were filled with astonishment and happiness. Jack wasn't completely steady yet, and his first crawling steps were unsure, but with each movement forward, the family felt an overwhelming sense of joy and pride. Diep looked at her son, her eyes filled with tenderness and limitless love. Each time Jack lifted his little foot and placed it down, she quietly cheered him on with loving words, "Come on, Jack. You're doing great." Though these were just hesitant steps, in Diep's heart, it was a long journey that her son was embarking on. Jack's first crawling steps were a combination of his effort and endless curiosity. She could see the hidden strength in each of his small movements. Jack wasn't just learning to crawl, he was learning to conquer the world around him, a vast world full of colors and wonders. James, standing nearby, couldn't hide his happiness when he saw his son's first crawling steps. His eyes lit up as Jack crawled a little, then turned to look at him, seemingly waiting for a nod of approval. James gently clapped and praised, "Good job, son." He understood that each step Jack took was a huge effort, not only from Jack but also from the entire family. Though they were just slow crawling steps, to James, each one was a remarkable achievement for his child. He made sure to capture these moments on camera, so later on, when Jack grows up, he can look back at these first days filled with love and encouragement from his parents. The moment Jack began crawling was not just a sign that he was growing up but also a clear indication of the family's growth. With every crawling step, Jack wasn't just entering a new world, he was learning that this world, though full of challenges, was also full of joy and wonder. Each day, as Jack crawled a little further, both Diep and James felt an even deeper bond and love within their family. They knew that, although Jack's steps weren't fully steady yet, each one laid a solid foundation for the steps to come, and Jack was growing day by day, discovering the world around him with the care and infinite love of his parents. Diep and James' journey of raising their child is filled with love and happiness. Each day that passes, their home is filled with laughter and warmth, especially when Diep spends time nursing Jack. This is not just a simple act of care but a sacred moment, where the bond between mother and child is most evident, and an opportunity for the family to share joyful moments together. Every morning, as the gentle sunlight filters through the window, Diep often sits in the armchair, holding Jack in her arms. She carefully adjusts the pillow so that Jack can nurse comfortably. Jack, with his sleepy eyes, always turns to his mother's embrace as if he knows that it is the safest place for him. With his tiny hands, Jack sucks on the milk, and in that moment, Diep feels all the love she has for her son. Each time Jack nurses, Diep not only feels happiness in her heart but also experiences the invisible connection between mother and child. These simple moments are full of meaning, helping Diep and Jack grow even closer. Although Jack doesn't yet understand her words, Diep never stops talking to him. She whispers into his ear, "Mom loves you so much, Jack. You are my greatest happiness." She tells him about the happy memories the family has shared, about trips with James, and the beautiful things she hopes Jack will experience in the future. Even though Jack can't fully comprehend, his eyes always focus intently on her, as if he can feel his mother's overflowing love. Each word Diep speaks is a promise of love, a gentle encouragement that she hopes to plant in her son's young heart. These stories, though simple, serve as a bridge between mother and child, making their love even more profound. While Jack nurses, the sound of James' laughter echoes from the living room, adding to the joyful and cozy atmosphere of their home. James often teases Diep, telling funny stories to make her laugh. Sometimes, he pauses and looks at Jack with a smile of happiness as he sees their son nursing. The two of them chat during these moments, sharing thoughts about life and their future together as a family. These conversations, though seemingly simple, nourish both their marital bond and their love for Jack. Although Jack doesn't understand, every time he sees his parents talking to each other, his eyes seem to light up, as if he knows that their home is filled with love and happiness. From these sweet moments, Diep realizes that life has never felt more complete. Their home is not just a shelter but a place where love and warmth radiate through every corner. Every morning, when the family gathers together, the joyful conversations and Jack's loving gaze make their home feel even more lively and cozy. That feeling is truly wonderful, and it is the greatest happiness Diep and James have, as well as a beautiful memory they will cherish throughout their journey of parenthood. James is always the epitome of a wonderful father, a caring and loving father to Jack. Despite being busy with work, he always makes time for his son, from the smallest tasks to the most important moments, and all of it reflects the patience and devotion he has for his little one. One of James' most beautiful moments of the day is when he changes Jack's diaper. For James, this task is not just something to be done but an opportunity to express his deep love for his son. He always does everything carefully, each diaper change done gently, with every word full of love. "My son will grow up strong and healthy, just like Daddy," he whispers, gently stroking Jack's soft hair. Even though Jack doesn't fully understand those words yet, the focused look and tender gestures from James make Diep feel the love overflowing in every moment. This scene is so beautiful, as a father pours all his tenderness and patience into caring for his child. In addition to changing diapers, James is also the one who teaches Jack his first steps. He lays Jack on the floor, sitting close so that Jack can see him and always offering encouragement whenever Jack tries. "Come on, Jack. You can do it." Each of James' words is not just encouragement, but guidance, helping Jack feel his father's support and trust. Even though Jack's first crawling steps are shaky, each movement is the result of persistence and love from James. James never rushes, always ready to walk alongside his son through each small step. Jack's bright eyes every time he sees his dad clapping in praise fills James with happiness and pride. When the sun rises high, James always takes Jack outside to bask in the sunlight. He places Jack in a small bassinet and takes him to the garden to let him enjoy the warm rays of the morning. The whole family sits together, breathing in the fresh air, chatting, and sharing peaceful moments. These moments not only help Jack grow stronger but also give the family time to enjoy simple happiness together. James always looks at his son with a loving gaze, feeling joy as he watches Jack grow healthier and older each day. In every action he takes to care for Jack, from changing diapers and teaching him to crawl to letting him bask in the sun, James demonstrates endless love. He is not only a father but also a companion and a teacher, guiding Jack through each stage of life. James' love for his son is not only shown through words, but also in his careful gestures, his meticulous attention, and the boundless patience he has in raising him. This feeling is special and profound, making every moment in the family priceless.
Quê hương anh nước mặn đồng chua, làm tôi nghèo đất cải nên sỏi đá. Anh với tôi đôi người xa lạ, tự phương trời chẳng hẹn quen nhau. Súng bên súng đầu sát bên đầu, đêm rét chung chăn thành đôi tri kỷ. Đồng chí, ruộng nương anh gửi bạn thân cải. Gian nhà không mặc kệ gió lung lay, giếng nước gốc đa nhớ người ra nính. Anh với tôi biết từng cơn ớn lạnh, sốt run người vầng trán ướt mồ hôi. Áo anh rách vai, quần tôi có vài mảnh vá, miệng cười buốt giá, chân không dày. Thương nhau tay nắm lấy bàn tay, đêm nay rừng hoang sương muối, đứng cạnh bên nhau chờ giặc tới, đầu súng trong treo. Bài thơ Đồng Chí được sáng tác vào đầu năm 1948, sau khi tác giả đã cùng đồng đội tham gia vào chiến đấu trong chiến dịch Việt Bắc Thu Đông năm 1947, đánh bại cuộc tổng tiến công quy mô lớn của giặc Pháp lên chiến khu Việt Bắc. Bài thơ là một trong những tác phẩm tiêu biểu nhất về người lính cách mạng và văn học kháng chiến chống Pháp từ năm 1946 đến năm 1954.